Alright. Got your plane unstuck. Got your fuel cleaned up. No Shinola. If there was any in there, I think I got it out. Let's have a look. She opens a can, pours it in a wine glass, swirls around before peering at it. Well, look at that. No legs at all. Did I mess it up? No, that's a good thing. Means you got rid of all the water. Don't see any dirt in here either. Nice work. Got your plane unstuck. I saw. That was a hell of a trick, I gotta say. Duly impressed. Oh, shucks. Still caked in mud and weeds and all, but I guess that comes with the territory, in a real literal sense. Nothing a little elbow grease can't correct, plus maybe a little regular aircraft grease. And I got your macadam. Hey, those are some nice looking rocks. Good find. Okay, give me a hand spreading these out and tarring it up. Two of you spend some time setting up a makeshift runway. Hard, dirty work, but it beats dealing with the ferries and fishmen and the rest of the bonkers nonsense you've been getting up to. Okay, good. That'll be nice. That'll do nicely. Well, nice is over-complimenting it, but good enough. Great. You're all set then? Looks like it. Got my plane, got my fuel, and runway all sorted out. Thanks a ton. I couldn't have done it without you. You know, you could have a career in aviation if you ever decided to give up. What is it you do? I'd rather not attempt to explain it. Gotcha. I have had jobs like that. Well, I haven't got any meat on hand to pay you this time, but let me give you a spare flight helmet as a souvenir. Oh, thanks. You've earned it, pal. Keep a-flying. There she goes. Drive it back to the quarry. There, jerk. Alright. Oh, wow. I've got a lot of side quests that I can already wrap up. And I gotta find more fences. I'm not finding any fences around here. Oh, well. This swamp is relatively dry. This quarry is... Runway. That's a new thing. Banish the shadows. I don't want to do that. I want to see my awesome runway. Oh, that's just where the plane was. Never mind. I'm a twit. Alright. Frog bog. Not that interesting a rock. I fell for it again. Bird. Wise. God, that was a... Hey, hey. Frogs are talking. You clear your throat. There was a frog in it. Haha. Maybe don't use that joke when talking to frogs, though. Hello? Frogs? Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Not what? Not humans? Not frogs, humans. Okay, speak to the frogs. Frogs are not humans. I know that. Dummy. Humans. Dummy. Are. We are humans. Are. Ribbit. You don't have to be rude about it. It's not like I meet humans trapped in frog bodies every day, you know. How did this happen? Quarry. Quarry. God. Curse. Statue. Quarry. It's kind of hard to understand you when you're all talking at once. Could you all stop talking except one frog? Share. All. Frogs. All. Share. Single. Share. Mind. Frogs all share a single mind. Got it. You frogs all share a single mind. That's incredible. This changes... Actually, you can't think of a significant consequence of what you just learned. You try to remember the last time you interacted with a specific frog as an individual, and that was... biology class. Best not to bring that up. Is there some way I can help you? One of the larger ones hops up to you and coughs loudly. A shiny green object flies out of its mouth and sinks into the water. You roll up your sleeve and plunge your hand in the nasty water. Your fingers find a hard object which turns out to be, wow, shiny. This is the most beautiful thing a frog has ever barfed at you. What do I do with this? Same frog approaches and belches up a soggy piece of paper. You decide to look at it instead of touching with your hand. It's a shipping label from a nearby quarry. Alright. 2 quarries in a row. Note on the door. Drive efficiency, excess gas use will be deducted from your paycheck. Hey, look, people. Or frog brain people. Ribbit. This seems like a strange question. You know anything about a curse? Ribbit. Attitude says no. Everything else says yes. Oh, it's a rock with a crack in it, but it's not significant. Foreman's office. Painting of a safe. Is this supposed to be reverse psychology? You push the painting aside and find, surprise, a safe. Unfortunately, it's the key type safe. You know the key. Not that a combination lock would have been much better, but you could have twiddled the dial and hoped to get lucky. Your assumption is correct. It's a bookshelf full of books. Books on management. Shaking the invisible hand. You deserve more. How to get blood out of the turnips you've hired. Nope, all the same. Dig through the desk. Got the mess hall key at least. You find a key labeled mess and a gun labeled Bess. Moxie +5. Well, Moxie's my highest stat. Personnel files for everyone who works at the quarry. You give the files a quick rifle through. They tend to be very thin. People who are hired and quit real fast. Only a handful of current records. Look for Humboldt Goofenschmerz. What? You don't work here. I still don't believe you work at the gas station or the restaurant. Look it up. You flip through the folders at holy crap, there you are. Humboldt Goofenschmerz. What the hell? Yeah, I get around. Round, round, get around. I get around, yeah, get around. Oh, I get around. I get around. From town to town. I got a cowboy hat. And I like to pet the cat. Round, 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 I get around. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, there we go. You leave the key on a nearby windowsill. This table is swarming with flies. From the look of the crust of these dishes, the food here wasn't any good even before it spoiled. Range doesn't even a gas line. I guess you'd warm something up to room temperature. People got so hungry they started eating the cabinet doors. Search the last drawer. I got a match and a fuse. Good for me. I can't fish. Why can't I fish? Bunkhouse. Ah, it's a load of bunk. Only one bed. The S on that bunks must have been a typo. The oil in this lamp has dried up. Some cruel soul has tuned this radio to static and walked away. Or this locker was they kept their personal possessions. Frog Lady's watching and she seems agitated. Better leave it alone for now. Fine, bite me. Either a guy who thinks he's a frog, or the soul of a frog trapped in the body of a guy, or a really good method actor researching for Toad of Toad Hall. Ribbit. Have you seen the cursed frog idol? Any cursed frog idols around? Sticks out his tongue as a fly buzzes past and seems confused and disappointed by the length. Oh boy, good luck. Ribbit. I asked if you were a frog. If I asked if you were a frog trapped in a man's body, would you have any way to understand that question I would be able to understand? Ribbit. Don't know what I was expecting. Ribbit. Frog person seems more cheerful about the situation than the others have seen. Hey, don't touch that. A talking man. That's right, I'm a human man and not a frog at all. I have reason to believe you're actually a frog in a man's body somehow. Well, it's my body now and I'm keeping it. I don't need any dry-skinned leg walkers coming in here, and holy hop, you've got the missing eye. This big emerald? Yeah, it was the one I was just noticing. It looks a lot like the other one. I will absolutely need you to step away from the statue right hopping now. You don't want me to fix it? It looks pretty important. It's very important. It's an ancient idol of the frog god. When the humans blasphemed against it by removing the eye, this particular human right here, I might add, they were cursed with the great croaking one's righteous fury. So that's why all the people here are frogs in that bog nearby. You guessed it. It's the old Freaky Friday routine. I don't know what that means. The movie isn't out yet. Or for like 80 years. Forget about it. The point is humans did the crime, so... Well, not 80 years, about 40 or 50 years. Forget about it. The point is humans did the crime, so it's now the frog's time to shine. Now, put the eye back. If you put the eye back, it undoes the curse. Yeah. Oh, hop. I shouldn't have told you that. These frogs people really want their bodies back. So hop and what? Hop them. Jeez, man. Look, take your inherent pro-human bias into account and consider the justice of the situation. These people come rolling in here with their machines and stuff, tear up our land, spill oil and gasoline everywhere. Then they find their this ancient religious icon. The first thing they do is try to loot it. These aren't good people and they got what's coming to them. What should I do? I'll tell you what to do. Take the other eye. I don't want to be a frog. Nah, don't worry about that. It won't curse you. What I will do is make the original curse permanent. No take-backs, no do-overs. That's justice, tadpole. Tell you what, I'll sweeten the deal. You can keep the emeralds. Heck, I'll make a necklace for you. You like necklaces? I'm still getting used to having a neck myself. I'll think about it. Well, considering I haven't really figured out how to work these fists yet, I can't do much to stop you. But I'm warning you, put the other eye back, you're going to be on the wrong side of history, pal. Judging by the smell and thick cloud of flies, this is not a place for a good time. Let's not go back there unless you have good reason. Yeah, well, I'm a human adventurer. Human adventurers solve human quests. Return the missing eye. In the interest of full disclosure, I should point out it's a one-way decision. If you miss the idol, you won't be able to change your mind afterward. No, don't. You socket the missing emerald back in the statue. Both eyes flash with a green light, then dim again. No, hop you, you bastard. Ah, you okay? My brain feels slimy. Are you the original you? I'm the actual human guy, yeah. My name's Roger. Thanks for your help. I think I would have gone crazy. I've been trapped as a frog much longer. Although I guess there isn't practical difference between a crazy frog and a sane one, except they're really annoying. No problem. I was happy to help. If that's still true, we got another problem. What is it? You see, I don't know how much you saw the situation in the quarry. It's a terrible place to work. Does seem kind of run down. Doesn't need to be. That's the thing. We turn a good profit, but the foreman refuses to spend any more than the absolute minimum on facilities and wages. Meanwhile, he's eating caviar for lunch like he's John D. friggin' Rockefeller. Geez. You should have seen his face when I showed him that idol. His tongue hit the floor like a cartoon wolf. He's getting yacht catalogs in the mail while the rest of us do the actual work, take turns sleeping in one bed. Why not quit? We tried to start a union, but he just called in the Pinkertons to rough us up. If we try to quit, it's the same deal. We can't even walk out because he watches us like a hawk. We decided to take our chances anyway, though. See that tunnel back there on the left? It comes out past the trees. If we snuck out at night, he wouldn't spot us. We'd be out of here and well on the way to town by morning. You're planning to cross the swamp at night? Not much of a plan, but it's the only plan we got. The only problem is the tunnel's full of flies, some kind of nest, and you need to clear it out for you. That's about the size of it, and the size of these flies is real big. Swell. I'll need you to kill any maggots in there, too, so they don't come back. Ew. Haven't got anything to pay you with, but we'd really appreciate the favor. Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah, get around. This part of the wall is bleeding. Great. They recycled a joke from earlier. These flies are large and aggressive. That's 2 understatements for the
price of 1. These guys hit hard. I don't like them. I think I'm just going to blow them all up because I made some bombs. There we go.
You won. No unusually large flies on you. Giant pile of squirming maggots. Also a giant squirming pile of squirming maggots. Also a squirming pile of giant maggots. You have to stomp them and squish them individually. It's going to be super disgusting. You want a full description of that or just move on? Let's skip it. Wise move. You destroy the pile of maggots with a series of gross noises and unpleasant smells. You're now covered in maggot guts, and I got a giant maggot. Likes riding around on your head. Eek. Eek. Leave. Alright. I got a hat, yeah, got a hat. Okay, I don't know why that song is in my brain now. But it seems to be stuck. And it's 1 to all stats, so not bad. Talk to him. How's it? Oh god, don't come any closer. What are you covered in? Oh, this? Maggot guts. Well, thank you for clearing out the tunnel. Please leave the enclosed space and get fresh air. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I was saying it for my benefit. Everything alright? I'm really thirsty for some reason, which is weird because water is practically the only thing you get to eat around here. Is it clean at least? Calling it that would be a real stretch, but it's alright once your immune system gets acclimated. I grew this mustache to help filter it. Everything alright? My tongue hurts and I got a gross taste in my mouth. I've mainly been eating shoe leather though, so that's not really new. Might be new in a way. Everything okay? I don't like to complain, I'm so tired. When I took the job as office assistant, I'd never imagined I'd be in charge of cleaning and maintenance as well. And there's so much, and I'm only one person. Oh, that's rough. And now I'm having weird dreams about frogs. Honestly, it makes me regret giving up laudanum. Well, hopefully Roger's plan will work out. Alright, you probably shouldn't go to that stuff without ladies watching you. You shouldn't anyway. The fact she's watching you provides a more concrete reason, just basic morality. So how do I get rid of her? Nothing new in the mess. This guy has the look of someone who's desperately trying to stay awake and has been doing it for far too long. Are you okay? Well, that depends on whether you're real or I'm hallucinating you. I'm real. The frog thing, though, that was a hallucination, right? Nope, that was real, too. If you're going to tell me my shoelaces are really butterflies, I should warn you I don't know how I'll react to that. Get some sleep. Does he say anything different? Nope. Scram, I'm busy. He just... I wish there was a way to leave just him as a frog. All these big rocks with interesting cracks in them, and none of them seem to be actually... She just appears anxious and tired. Oh well. Let's leave and come back. Tear yourself loose. I got some meat. Sorry. Something you don't see every day, a big hunch of raw meat hanging from a tree branch in a swamp. At least I don't see that every day. Maybe you spend more times in swamps than I do. Anyway, not wanting to let a perfectly good haunch go to waste, you approach it, and with a cartoonish sproing, you and Barker find yourselves trapped in a big net hanging from the tree. Dang it. Arf, arf. Fortunately, the net is shoddily constructed, just made of vines, and heck, if you're going to let some vines get the better of you. After a struggle, you tear the net open, and you and Barker drop free. Swamp haunch doesn't seem to have any other use except for just averting one random encounter quest thing. Banish these guys. No, these guys have not left. Are you going to actually leave, idiots? Because you need to. You need to leave. Did you feel you're still covered in maggot guts? Because you're still covered in maggot guts. Nobody else has been yet. They're probably all too polite. Alright. Well, we'll probably leave eventually. Maybe I have to, like, sleep overnight. But first, let me do something I just thought of. I got a side quest waiting here. Statue with a metal diving helmet. Oh, aha! Now I've actually got an underwater helmet. You seem down. You not getting any business? Nope. I thought this was a real good plan, too. College kids always need pencils, right? But I can't sell a dang one of these things. They get this mean look on their faces, too. A sort of pitying sneer. They think I'm super dumb, and these must be dumb pencils that only write dumb answers or something. Well, that's no good. He looks at you and rattles his mug of pencils. This mug has I am with stupid printed on it, an arrow pointing towards the handle. Buy a pencil. Do you have any hobo codes to share? You wouldn't want any hobo code I'd give you. It would probably be dumb and wrong. I'd mix up the one that means free pie with the one that means bottomless pit. The pencil is a quest item, though, so... This kid stands behind the counter. The kid behind the counter has a glassy-eyed stare tradition to all fast food employees, or what will be known as fast food in about 23 years. You okay? Oh, yeah. Since all the students are gone, there practically hasn't been anyone in here all day except that guy gorging himself. Who is he? I don't know, but he's been here every day, all day, and always eating. Sometimes other guys come in suits come in, and they whisper all shifty like for a minute. Then the other guys leave, and this guy keeps eating. It's freaking me out. What do they talk about? Look, buddy, I'm working here part-time to pay my way through college, which in 1928 is completely feasible. I'm not getting involved in what that guy's deal is. What's on the menu? I'm not buying any of this stuff. Alright. Man in a slick suit, described as such it's expensive and covered in grease, is stuffing his face. This has got to be Greasy Steve. Hi, you're Greasy Steve. I like how you didn't phrase that as a question. You're a cool customer, kid. I get what Don Ethosaurus sees in you. Put her there. Wipes his hand on his lapel and offers you a handshake. You take it with a grimace and your hand immediately slides out of his grip. Here's the deal. We got what you might call dirty meat, see? Gotta get it laundered. Meat laundering? I don't know much about that. Oh, it's easy. Only trick part is you gotta find your way into SIT's laundry room to do it. Like an actual laundry? Yeah, on account it's a steam laundry, and only a steam laundry is going to be powerful enough to clean this particularly dirty meat. Passes you a sack under the table, and you look inside. Ugh. Yeah, I see. You can see that I can see you see what I mean. Anyway, get that cleaned up and brought back to me, and you'll get your payment. He pats a briefcase next to his chair. Gross. Well, all right. I'm going to pause and get to the laundry room. It's going to require some steam tunnel wandering, and I don't remember which set of steam tunnels it is. Grid that explains what things are and are not, which things are and are not sandwiches. Surprising how often it errs on the side of sandwich. Guy's picking at a plate of food. Hi, something wrong? I just moved here for school, and this food is, it's fine. It's not like we had back home. What's different about it? My dad worked at a barbecue sauce factory, so everything we ate was smothered in barbecue sauce. I thought I was ready for new experiences at college, but I'm so homesick. Oh, I'm sorry. He keeps poking his food. Maybe I can help. Well, that'd be swell. He pulls out a little paper cup and hands it to you. There's got to be some barbecue sauce somewhere on campus. It's 1928 after all. You carry sauce cups with you? Well, yeah. Barbecue sauce is an important part of my identity. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Floyd Carbuncle. I'll see what I can do, Floyd. All right, be right back. Not there yet, but this fountain appears to be hooked up to a supply of barbecue sauce instead of water. I never noticed that in my first playthrough. Tragic and sad. But I also saw a laundry room, so I know this is the right side of the steam tunnels. So I'm pretty sure I'll find the laundry room pretty quick fast. That's a restaurant. There we go. I need to give this guy his fish eggs, as I found them through a mix of events and fighting fishmen. Hello again. I got the eggs. Oh, great. Let me process these here. Whoops, I missed a decimal. I only need 0.3 pounds of eggs. Well, we got plenty of the goop. You can keep the extra eggs. Rufus's fish goo. Special rag. Cleans off the goo Rufus covered you in. Let me write down where to find the fish mother's nest. You'll also need this. Municipal contraption. Okay. I don't want to leave yet. I want to launder the meat. I went the exact wrong way. I passed through every single door except the one I needed to. Launder the mob's meat. You don't want to look at that gross, filthy meat again, so you throw the whole thing in the machine and start the wash cycle. Starts to launder the meat. Continue waiting, waiting, twiddle your thumbs, keep waiting. Skip to the end of the waiting. You take advantage of the fact time can pass at an arbitrary rate during these dialogues and skip to the end of the whole process. Finally. Alright. Banish. I'm not in the mood to be slowed down by a random encounter. Maintenance department. Ooh, another fishing rod. Maybe it's left here because there's something wrong with it? It's a cursed fishing rod. Yikes. Use the tool Rufus gave me. Climb down. Alright. This section of the bank is kept clean and safe by the fine folk of the SIT Chemicals Department. Translator. Hello, I'm hiding behind the next pylon to the left. Come say hello. You see the bridge pylon and a hobo sitting there with a fishing pole. He wasn't even hiding. Weird, you didn't see him before. Well, hi there. You must have seen my note on the other pylon. My name's Walter. I'm humble. You're living on this bridge? For the moment. Probably move on soon because SIT students keep throwing weird rocks down here. But it's protected from the rain and the fishing's good, so it's a nice place to camp for a while. What about the fishmen? Those fellows with glowing eyes? They were a bit leery of me at first, but they decided I was harmless, I guess. Maybe all the raw fish I've been handling rubs off on me. Ask them about hobo code. Mostly fishing-related ones, but sure, everybody should know the industrial chemicals dumping spot sign in particular. I bet you get real weird fish here. Got one with 2 butts once. You mean tails? Nope. Tell them about the hobo camp. If you're thinking about moving away, there's a hobo camp on the outskirts of Ocean City. They could probably use someone with your fishing acumen. I'll just use regular tackle, but that sounds like a good deal. I'll head out there right away. Nasty mud hole. Is it a cloaca covered in mud or a regular cloaca? Jump in and find the hole and there's boots. Rubber boots. Adds a bit of bounce to your step. That sounds like it's going to be kind of annoying. Sounds. Alright, jump in. You emerge from the disgusting hole into a slightly less disgusting cave, although, let's not be unclear here, the cave is very disgusting. Wet piles of eggs litter the uneven ground, and you hear a wet, gurgling breathing sound from the other end of the cavern. Fish, 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 fish. I guess I don't need to breathe in here. I don't know. Maybe I get them all if I close all of them. I don't know. Fish, 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 fish. Okay, this is tedious. Come on. Yes, swim back to reality. Slimy eggs. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Approach her. This is most definitely the fish mother. You hear a smooth, melodious voice speaking your mind. You are definitely a cunning and wily human to bypass the defense of this place. Thanks. Don't ask how I did it. I already know. Fear not. The eggs I gave my children are largely non-viable. It keeps them out of trouble if they think they have responsibilities. Why have you sought out this audience with me, human? Well, it's about the pearls. So you're a treasure hunter, are you? You who have killed 29 of my children? Yes, I counted. Have the further temerity to trick your way into my lair for material wealth? For the pursuit of material wealth? It's not like that. Your words are the ashes of one whose pants are aflame. I will grant you no such boon. Nuts.
Then I'll fight you for it. Ya yuts. I don't know what you were expecting. Bleed. Bleed! Big boomy. Boomy, 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 boomy. You have a mysticality of 6. So, yeah. I'm just gonna fight. I've probably already heaped enough crap on her that she will probably die pretty quick. And I got the pearl. This pearl isn't even shiny.
Whoa. What is this? Infinite Fishmen?
I'm going to assume this is Infinite Fishmen. Whoa, -3 mysticality. That's not cool. I use my mysticality for stuff. Jerks. That does it. I'm opening my music box. Boom, 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 boom.
Alright. Stinky the stink bug gets stronger. Okay. Rufus's lab. Loud crashing sounds and yelling from nearby classroom attract your attention. You poke your head in the door and poke it back out to dodge a handful of bolts thrown by an angry robot. Several students are cowering behind overturned desks. You crawl in to join them as the robots wildly throw junk everywhere. What the heck is going on? We were wondering if robots could be programmed to have a sense of team spirit, so we split into 2 teams and made these tennis ball throwing robots and set them to dislike each other. Seems to have worked. I wonder what they're saying. A little too well. We should have taught them sportsmanship first. The students explain where the robot's shut-off switches are. You duck, dodge, and dive through a storm of hurled debris, managing to shut them down with only minor bruises. Wow, thanks a lot, I guess. Or, thanks a lot. Guess it's back to the drawing board. Yeah, just stick to drawing. Hello again. What do I do with these extra eggs? I could cook them for you. A pinch of lime, numeric acid, totally edible. Ooh, that's not that bad. For boss fights and stuff. I got the pearl. Don't ask me for details. Black Rose, huh? I don't remember, but you shouldn't have the same voice as the last guy. No questions. Oh, wow, that pearl really is a beaut. I'm going to have to go into a hardcore analysis for it. I'll give you a call when I figure out the next step on my plan. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, or subscribe. Or not. I'm not the boss of you, and I just realized there's one thing I want to do first. I want to turn in the meat that I laundered. Oh, come on. Really? You guys are just going to die? Splatter. Bone saw. There we go. That was so quick I don't even know if I want to bother speeding it up. Give him the laundered meat. You glance around to make sure nobody's watching and slide the laundered meat across the table. Oh, nice job, kid. Here's your payment. Picks up his briefcase, empties the sack in it, and slides the briefcase back to you. Seriously? He shrugs and goes back to stuffing his face. Don't look over, we'll call you if we need you again. Alright, thank you very much. Good night. If you please, like, comment, or subscribe. Or not. I'm not the boss of you.